welcome to Talk No Jutsu. I'm Chris,
I'm Jeff.
and I don't know if this is going to be Talk No Jutsu today. This might be Rant No Jutsu. I got who? Oh, we'll get there. We'll get there. We're doing Takopi's or Takopi. I actually
Takopi's original sin.
Yeah, I'm gonna be honest. I didn't watch it. I read it.
You read it
I read it.
because you were watching it in sub?
Yeah, and then I was like, I'm gonna just read it.
Oh, okay. So you just read what was happening, or you just read the manga?
I read the manga.
Oh, okay. Damn.
Yeah.
Okay. So this is gonna be two different perspectives. But
That and I knew I could get through it faster after I got to the first thing that happened to the Shinjuku. I was like,
I mean, it's the first episode. It's only 6 episodes.
I know, but I can I can read really fast.
Okay, fair enough.
I'm scooting through this.
All right. Okay. So yes, we did Takopi's original sin. It was 6 episodes. I figured we could get another one in before we go on our 2-week thing. We're doing Mobile Suit G Gundam next, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so that's the one that we're doing next. An old school one. It's pretty good.
An oldie but a goodie.
That's right. So I figured let's tackle an easy one. 6 episodes. We got this.
Yeah. So going into it, I think you because this was recommended to you.
It wasn't like it was recommended to me. It's just that people have said you should watch Takopi's original sin. So I was like, oh, okay, yeah, I think that would be a good thing to watch. Like, it's 6 episodes, mad simple.
Yeah. So what were your expectations going into
it? So people have told me that it's traumatic, right? They were like, it's traumatic. So, but I've also gotten things where people are like, oh, yo, this is really traumatic. You're gonna cry. You're gonna feel some type of way. And I just never do, right? So I didn't expect anything. And the freaking the theme music, right? The very first opening, I was like, yeah, all right, this is gonna be amazing. And then after that first fucking episode, I was like, oh, okay, that's what this is gonna be like. All right then. I guess met my going in. I didn't have any expectations. I was like, it's just gonna be like something that's gonna be traumatic and whatnot. And man, was it traumatic! Literally after the first episode, there were some bits that were hard to watch, but you just kind of pushed through and watched. But yeah, I went from 0 expectations to I have to watch the next episode to see what the hell's gonna happen.
I was just reading it just like, dog, this can't get any worse. And it got worse. It kept getting worse.
It did.
Every child had, it was messed up.
Had something.
And then the twist?
Yo, right?
So let's back up. We'll
okay, yeah, we'll get there.
So my only expectation was that it was traumatic, and I feel like I've had the same experience where like, oh, you're gonna bawl your eyes out or something, and then it's just like, This one, like, I didn't cry, but my reaction was like, what the hell, what the fuck, what is going on?
Yeah.
Who wrote this? Why did they write this? Do they need a hug? Do they need therapy? Because I think they do.
At first, like, I felt so many different feelings. Right? Because you feel sad, then like not sad, but you feel like empathetic, right? You're like, God damn. And then you go from empathetic to being like, okay, like it's not justifiable, but I guess it sort of like it doesn't make sense, but it has like, there's logic behind it, right? And then it gets worse. And then they go into the people's homes. And then this incident happens. And then this other kid gets involved. And then you see his home, and then oh my god, there's a lot.
Yeah, it's a lot. I mean, I'll be honest. I didn't even Reddit this. I should do that right now, like to see what people think about this on Reddit real quick, because I've done that for the other ones, and the top results of Takopi's original sin. What did I just watch? I I mean, yeah, I guess they had warnings. I mean, I guess for me, when I read the manga on Shonen, you can't read it on your phone. You got to go to the web app so they can verify your age, which is
Wow.
interesting because I know the themes of this are heavy. However, I read Naruto on Shonen Jump at some point in my life, and that deals with child soldiers doing child murders. And that doesn't require that.
But so okay, when you watch the anime, at the very beginning of every single episode, it says this has to deal with some heavy stuff, a lot of suicidal things, a lot of traumatic stuff. Please make
That's what
sure,
someone just said on Reddit.
yeah, please make sure that you are like in a matter of speaking, it's like saying, please make sure that you're mentally like well before you watch something like this. And I was like, okay. And then the theme song came on, and I was like, this is gonna be amazing. And it turned out that it wasn't.
Yeah, this was uh
This is a lot.
yeah. And so I guess so what what were some things that impacted you the most just as a manga or anime fan, as just a man, as an adult man, as a father, like, because those are three different aspects of your life
100%.
that, yeah.
So, I mean, as far as like this as a, I guess from like adult, right? From like an adult perspective, you're like, this is fucked up, and I can't believe that this happens to children, right? As a professional, as a teacher, um, I see not to this degree, but I see a lot of like things. I've been doing this for a long time. I've been a teacher for a long time, and I've seen and heard, and like there's been some stuff that like I have had to report and things like that, and it kind of makes me wonder, like even the glasses kid. I think his name is Azuma.
Yeah.
Yeah, Azuma said to Shinjuku, you need to tell another adult, but like the adults didn't do anything. The adults didn't even care. The adults were kind of like, and the adults were the problem.
Yes.
As a parent, as a dad, I I was like mortified by what was going on with all of this because um obviously there's going to be spoilers and everything that we talk about, but the part where you find out that what was the girl's name? The blonde haired girls. I can't.
Marina.
Marina.
Yeah.
Marina. His dad basically left with Shinjuku's mom. He left his family. He uprooted, like he just dipped on his family, and because of that, the mom took it out on the daughter. Shinjuku's mom didn't care at all, right?
Mhm.
Like she was just kind of like, "You're here, do what you need to do. I gotta get money for us." Azuma's mom was really messed up. So much so that she messed him up to be blind to the fact that like his brother's trying to help him.
Mhm.
All the adults were problematic, but I think the part that hit me the absolute freaking most, was like not tear up, but more like I just got so angry from a parental um viewpoint, was when Shinjuku went to Tokyo, saw her dad,
Mm.
and he literally said to her, "Shinjuku, what are you doing here?" And she said, "Dad, is Chappie here?" And these two other little girls pop, like that one girl pops out of nowhere and he's holding the baby. And the girls say, "Dad, why is she calling you dad? And who is she?" And he says, "I don't know," and closes the door on her.
Mhm.
That part was so fucked up because what kind of human being does that? And the crazy thing is that there are human beings like that.
Yeah, I figured that when she said her dad left and left her the dog, I was just like, he has another family
Hmm.
or another woman at least, right? I kind of figured that. It just seems to be I don't know if it's common enough to be a trope, But it seemed to be something like that where she knows where her dad is, means he didn't just up and just disappear. He didn't go out for milk one day and never come back, and you have no idea where he is.
Yeah.
But so like when he did that, I was just like, Doc, how is this gonna break her? And then she's just like, oh yeah, give me one of your happy tools, and I'll go like check their stomachs. And I'm like, dog,
Yeah.
dog.
Like she even in the future, she still has like issues. They're not as
Yeah.
like prevalent as they are when she's younger, but like we don't know, right? It even said she tried to commit suicide and she couldn't because the rope broke, and then she ended up coming back to the school.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, like I just had so many thoughts, and there's so many things that go into it, and even seeing Takopi's like just will to help, and even him, even Takopi rebelling against the parent, and then the parent being like, "Wait, what are you doing? Come back! What did I do wrong?" Like what like it was very, it's obviously a very parental child thing, but like it's very
Hmm.
traumatic because obviously your trauma is passed on generationally.
Yeah. And like I do get the overall point of this story,
Yeah.
that there is no magic bullet that will fix unhappiness, right? There's no tool that will cure, someone's trauma, the abuse they face. Like sometimes you just got to be an ally and just be there, and a friend, and just listen to them, talk to them,
Hmm.
distract them for a little bit, be there for them. And Takobi learns this sort of by the end, but the journey to get there was rough.
Rough,
I mean,
to say
how
the
are you
least.
gonna be like, I'm from the happy planet, and I'm gonna go back in time and kill this girl so Marina can be happy?
It it was a lot. And it's interesting because like he tries to do good. He tries to like help, and he tries to just make Marina happy, but he doesn't understand. And it's a very like, child thing where like you don't understand why doing like something like what Takopi ended up doing
Hmm.
can fuck everything up even more. And I think Azuma said it perfectly. Like you can be good and bad at the same time.
Right, it's complicated.
Yeah, it's not just like, it's not black and white. There's a gray area. I don't know. I thought it was great, but also like wow.
Yeah, I mean, it's the perfect example of good intentions paving the road to hell.
Yeah, 100%.
And I just, there was a question where it was just like, is Taco be a hero, a villain, secret third thing? Nah, he's a villain.
You would classify Takopi as the villain in this?
Yeah, plenty of villains feel justified and feel like they're doing the right thing, and they're doing good, and some might be, but that doesn't mean the you know actions have consequences, and the road to hell is paved with good intentions.
I feel like, I don't know. I feel like the I feel like the villain is not being able to afford therapy, but I think the villain in this is in reality the parents, right?
Oh, they're
Um,
villains too.
yeah,
No,
I
they're absolutely villains.
I think Takopi is actually a victim in this, right? Like he tries to go and be this shining light in like their lives, but it ends up like backfiring, and everything that he tries to do just keeps making things worse. And I feel like, eventually, I mean, they treat him like garbage, and all he's trying to do is help. I do think that, like, you're correct in saying that every action that he has consequences, and it's something that you obviously learn in your youth, and as you get older, you still like manage to um to learn those things. But I don't know. I kind of stand by he's a little bit of a victim.
Yeah, I'm not saying he's a bad person,
You can be good and bad at
but
the same time.
right. But you know, I think the other thing is like he learned this by the end is that he didn't take the time to listen to really understand what was going on. And his actions, although he at some point could go back in time,
Yeah.
caused the death of multiple children
Yep.
and went back in time to kill a child.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like that was his solution. Like, oh, if I kill her, everything will be all right. Instead of like anything else. Like he could have been like, oh, I'll go back in time and make sure the parents don't have an affair. Like that could have been something.
But I think it's also that like just brain development kind of thing, right? Like you don't understand. He even said it. He was like, "Oh, I guess when you are no longer functional and you're not moving, it's considered killing."
Yeah.
Right? So like to him, he's just kind of like, "Yeah, it'll be nothing. I'll just go there and kill her and we'll be all set."
Well, he only saw that when he was in the past, but he had forgotten everything.
Oh, right.
Because he understood what killing was when he wanted to go back in time when he went back to his home planet.
That's right. That's right.
And his mother asked, "What are you talking about?"
Yeah. And then they were banishing him because he just didn't complete his mission, right? That's I
No,
that part I
they,
didn't
they,
get.
they were banishing him because he was trying to break a happy commandment. And they're like, if you do this, you can never come back. And you're going to lose all your memories and basically be like a newborn.
Ah, that's right. Okay. That was a huge twist. Like I did not see that coming. I did not see that Marina was the original child.
Yeah.
That was something that I wouldn't have even thought of.
I mean, I was still stuck on, oh, he killed Marina. Oh, they burying her body. They got Azuma to help. What?
Yeah.
And then
Go ahead.
and then the body gets discovered, obviously, because they're kids, and how well are they gonna actually hide a body? Like
Yeah.
it didn't even seem to be all the way buried. And then and then it gets found out, and then Shizuka's clearly not a good person either, because
Thank
she's just
you.
like, take the fall for me. And I'm just like, what?
Right? And then when she was like, "Oh, he's no longer any use to me. Let's go on summer break."
Yeah.
Right? And then
Let's go get my dog.
yeah, let's go get my dog. Oh, my dad's no longer any use to me. And then they're sitting under the bridge, and Takopi's like, "Oh, well, maybe we really shouldn't do this. Maybe we should talk about this. Maybe we should do whatever." And she's like, "Oh, I guess you're no use to me either." And then he
And then
like
knocks him out.
she went to like knock him out. And I'm like, "What, lady?"
And took the tools.
Right? Oh my god.
And this is a fourth grader.
Right? My kid is a fourth grader. She better not
Wow,
do
that must have really had you fucked up.
it did. Because I was like, am I doing a good job as a parent? What the fuck?
Like, I'm not a parent. I'm just like,
I just
why can't?
I couldn't. There were many things that I couldn't wrap my head around. Right? Like when she told Asuma to take the fall for him, and also when she was gonna kill Takopi, I said to myself, yo, she might be the villain. Right? But in reality, like everything in this whole thing was the villain, to be honest. Even Asuma was the villain, because And I think you just said it, and and correct me if I'm wrong, but all of this could have been avoided by just like talking to somebody,
Yeah.
right? Like Takopi even said that, like, we should talk about this. And yeah, that's what you said. You said that like he took the time to just like start listening instead of trying to like make things work. And that, I mean, that's the culmination of the whole thing, right? Like they talked about who Takopi is, like in that little doodle. And then
Mhm.
you can assume that hopefully they may not have become best friends, but like things might have gotten better.
That seems to be the general interpretation, is that they became best friends or good friends, which was kind of odd, kind of an odd choice that I don't know how I feel about. Where, like, it's one thing, like, like, I feel like most people in their lives have been bullied at some point, whether
Yeah.
that is somebody your age group, someone older, or someone in a position of power. So somewhere, somehow along the way, most people have been bullied. But to the extent of the savagery and the downright vulgarity in the way that Marina bullied Shizuka, I I can't imagine being friends with that person
Same. Cause how
immediately and then staying friends. Like, maybe if you've been through therapy and you got through it 10 years later, y'all want to be homies. That's one thing. Be like, we were kids. I'm sorry. I did some messed up things. But it's got to come with that.
yeah, it
Like,
can't just be like we're gonna cry it out and then like walk down the street and have a great day.
right. Like, Marina never apologized as far as we know. Like, we didn't see it. That would have been nice. That would have been something.
Yeah.
Because Shizuka didn't actually do anything to Marina at that point.
No.
Right? Like, it was all Shizuka's mother.
And
So,
like we don't know as a viewer, was it on purpose? Was it something that like just kind of happened? Like did he find her because she was obviously a lady of the night, right? Did like they blossom from something that just kind of was so we don't like know, but you're right. Like Shizuka didn't do anything. She just lived.
yeah.
It's very very strange. Um I don't like I don't think that I necessarily like the ending. I like how the ending gives you hope, but I don't necessarily like how Takopi dies to use his all his magic to make the camera work again, right? I don't know. I don't know how I feel about that. And like the whole Asuma thing was just kind of like there,
Yeah,
right?
like he added a layer to it because you introduced him, but also it was like his story doesn't really get wrapped up in the same way. Not like I believe that Shizuka and Marina's gets wrapped up well,
Yeah.
uh, but his story gets wrapped up in a way that's just kind of like, okay, he's there, he did this part. Here's his backstory. Okay, here's the ending for him. Bye.
Yeah. It was very like, oh, my brother bought me glasses with his last paycheck. And it's like, okay,
Yeah,
cool. Like his story was sort of traumatic, but not to the extent that like obviously Shizuka and Marina's was because like
yeah,
he had somebody there. He was just so like traumatized by his mother that he couldn't see that there was somebody there for him. These two didn't have anybody.
yeah.
And it kind of makes you
And
feel like they were just like trauma bonded at the end.
hmm
Yeah.
like, yeah, it's oof.
Um because we're shonen heads, like was there any moment where you were like this is going to happen because of like a normal shonen trope?
My brain was such a state of shock. I wasn't even trying to think of what happened next after the way the first chapter ended,
Where did the
or
first
was it the
chapter
second
end?
chapter? Hold on one second. I still have it pulled up.
Because for the anime, The anime and the very first episode ends. Is it the first episode or the second episode? I think it's the first episode where she uses the happy rope.
Yeah.
Is it the first episode? Yeah, it's at the end of the first episode.
Yeah, so it's the end of the first chapter.
That's
And I'm just like,
that's wild.
Jesus Christ.
It was a lot.
Well,
Just-
yeah, so it's like mostly so the first chapter ends with him having gone back in time. But like that's still the first chapter of the book is she commits suicide and then he undoes it. Like it's still like
It's still a lot.
yeah.
I didn't think it was gonna be. I knew it was gonna be traumatic, but I didn't think that it was going to be like this involved, right? Also, here's my like I guess question that had just popped into my head, and also something I've been thinking about before we even watched this. What is the original sin? Because is it like a biblical thing where it's like a Cain and Abel, like I accidentally killed somebody? Right? Like is that the original sin?
Well, the original sin is pride in the biblical context.
Okay.
You could argue that his original sin was going back in time to kill Shizuka.
Okay.
You know, but then, you know, you could say you could like it could be that he failed to make Marina happy. It could be that he failed to understand humanity, because all of his misguided decisions come from that singular point of, oh, here's the happy wings. They're going to make her happy, and that's it. When it's deeper than that, he failed to realize that. So I think if you you could say I think there are multiple answers to it, but I think the biggest one is he failed to understand how happiness works.
Okay. Okay. All right. Yeah, like so I actually just looked up like what is actually Takopi's original sin. And it just says, like fatal misunderstandings, which
Mhm.
which obviously makes sense. And like the core theme is that it reflects the idea that Takopi's well-intentioned but fundamentally flawed and destructive interference was a grave sin. And I mean, like, who knows if Marina and Asuma would have gotten together if Takopi didn't get involved, right?
Yeah.
Which then would have then led to like him breaking up with her, and then the mom like taking her own life. But how much of that was because of Takopi's interference in their life, right?
Mhm.
Because it said that Shizuka was going to off herself, but she didn't. She failed, and now she's still alive.
Right.
Whereas when Takopi was in the timeline when she was younger, she ended up doing it.
Mhm. Because he was there.
Yes. So it does kind of make sense, like, the danger in interfering in things like that, especially like not fully understanding someone's trauma.
Mhm.
God, I thought it was really good. It just was a lot.
And then the other thing that I was also not lost on me was when Takopi went back to the planet and be like, I'm going to use the Great Clock to go back in time. and the mother goes to take away his memories, he slaps her away.
Yeah.
The same thing that happened when Marina's mother, when he was pretending to be Marina, did to him. So he transferred, and the mother didn't even know what
Yes.
that was. She was like, "Why did you touch my hand so hard?" Because they don't even have the concept of physical violence. But because he learned that, he then passed that on to his mother.
Yeah.
And who knows if that had ramifications over there.
Exactly. And it's like I said before, everything is passed down, right?
Mhm.
Like Marina didn't, or yeah, like when he mimicked her, he just tried to play the part, try to be a happy person, try to be like someone that just was kind of there, right?
Mhm.
And when she did that, like it's interesting because both times that he was like fearful and couldn't do anything were with Marina's mom and Marina herself.
Mhm.
And it's the same actions. It's that same fear, like when you look at someone who you're supposed to care, and I'm talking about this from like a parent perspective, like my kid looks at me as a safe space. I don't ever want to like not have her feel safe, right? So obviously when like in this case, and when Marina sees her mom as a safe space, and then the safe space is just like deteriorating away, like she needs to let that out, and she probably just thinks this is how it's supposed to be.
Mhm.
I don't know. I feel like this entire series shows how important it is for children to have parents or any kind of safe adult that like they can talk to about things.
Yeah.
Uh, do you feel like the events of the series could have been prevented if one of adult had intervened?
Yeah.
Like,
In a variety of ways. It could have been the teacher that was literally watching all this go down in the
I'm saying,
classroom and did nothing. It could have been Marina's mom getting help. It could have been Shizuka's mom paying attention to her child. It could have been Shizuka's dad not abandoning his
right?
child,
But
or
not closing the
if
door in front of her.
or the other thing is, it's like if you don't want to be with mom, take your kid with you, like something like Marina's dad not being around and not having an affair. Because that's the other thing I noticed that Takopi. I keep wanting to call him Chappie, even though I know that's the dog, but I also think of Chappie, the robot from that movie.
Oh, still haven't seen it.
But
Yeah.
Takopi misunderstands the conversation going on between Marina's mom and Marina's dad. Like he thinks it's a good thing because on their planet everything is resolved with talking.
Yeah.
But they're clearly having an argument about his infidelity.
Yeah, and he doesn't get it. Obviously, why would he?
Yeah.
Um, I don't know. Like, this was a good series, and it tackled a lot of things. Oh, but going back to the teacher, like, what the fuck? It literally says "die" on her desk,
Mm-hmm.
and you haven't done shit. I listen.
And all the stuff that's on her backpack. Like, I
Right.
know you see it. I know you see it. You had to have seen it once.
I understand that it's a completely different culture. I get it. I do. I understand that, and anyone in the comments can correct me if I'm wrong. Like it's totally fine, because I'm not from. Obviously, did not grow up in that culture. But from my understanding, is the teacher like you get a class president, and that person kind of takes care of everything, right? But at some point, you got to look at this kid and be like, this kid looks like she's getting lashed out on. This kid looks like she's getting the crap kicked out of her somewhere, right? Why are none of them doing anything?
Mhm.
I don't know. It just it didn't vibe with me. That part didn't. I mean, obviously none of it did, but as a teacher myself, I was kind of like, nah, that because that wouldn't happen in my classroom.
I can't say whether I think this is good or not. I don't think I can. I've been able to process that, but I can tell you this: Takopi's original sin is in Fruitvale Station territory for me.
See,
I will never watch it or read it again.
me neither.
Never.
Me neither.
I will not recommend to it, even though I think Fruitvale Station is a fantastically done film. I will never watch it again. will not
I don't know
recommend
that
it
film,
anymore.
but now I will never watch it.
It's with it's Ryan Coogler and Michael B. Jordan's first film that they did together. It's about the story of Oscar Grant and his death in 2009, where he was killed by a subway cop. Like,
What's it
it's
called?
the Fruitvale Station.
Fruitvale Station. Okay, a dramatic
Yeah,
rendering
it's
of real
just
life
the
tragedies.
last day of Oscar Grant's life. It's like I will never watch that again.
So very much like this.
Yes, we'll never watch it.
Yeah, I can honestly tell you that I probably won't either. I definitely will not be recommending this to anybody.
Nope.
If someone says to me that they've watched it, then we can talk about it. But there's no way that I would just like actively be like, yeah, you know what you should watch?
Yeah,
No.
I will say this to anybody that is watching this, and honestly I think we should clip this at the beginning, and we'll leave it here where it is. If you are experiencing suicidal ideation or any kind of self-harm, or you're feeling depressed, go, there's the suicide hotline, which we can put that number up there. BetterHelp is app that can get you to a therapist.
Yep.
Like there are a lot of options out there. You do not have to go through it alone. You can talk at this out with a professional, someone that can get you the help you need, because the world is better with you in it.
100%. There's no reason for like if this and they like I don't know if you even watched the first episode, but they have things up there, and we also reiterate all of that. Like, please understand that there are many avenues for you to get help, even like just people. Find somebody that you can talk to, right?
Yeah.
Because it's not like this is not something that anyone should experience ever,
Yeah.
especially children. I mean, like this was a tough watch. I definitely would not. I'm not even gonna rate it.
Yeah.
This is one of those like, okay, I watched it, and that's where I'll leave it.
Yep.
Damn. Closing thoughts.
Closing thoughts. If you have a kid in your life, whether it's a nephew, niece, son, daughter, child, it's your sibling, your child, your brother, sister, sibling, child, whatever, mentor, whatever, or not mentor, mentee, check on them. Ask them how's school going. Have a conversation with them. You never know what you might learn. That they may not think anybody cares, or they may say something that may not be a big deal to them, but you see as a red flag as someone that has lived through that time. Be there for that kid.
Agreed. I honestly couldn't have said it better myself. But even if it's not a kid. So this year I had a student teacher for almost the whole year, and it is good to like reach out to people that, I mean, it can be your best friends. Remember that like sometimes the happiest people won't show you that they're really not happy. And there's always those stories where there's signs and people are always like, no, there weren't. Please reach out to the people that are important in your life, and even if they're not like that important in your life, reach out, because you don't know if like a hug or a smile or just like a simple hey, how are you doing, can make a difference in someone's life. So so please reach out to the people that matter. Please reach out to the people that you haven't talked to in years, because I mean this whole thing like puts a lot of stuff into perspective.
Yeah.
All right. So we will never watch this again.
Nope.
And in 2 weeks we will be back. It's a bi-weekly thing. We just wanted to get one in before this next one, and we will be tackling Mobile Suit G. Wait, is it Mobile?
Well, at least the first half of it.
Yeah, because 49 episodes. I mean, I'll watch the whole thing. Like I got a week off to like just sit in the house and do nothing. So I'll probably watch the whole thing. Mobile Suit G Gundam. That's what it is.
Correct.
Yeah.
Mobile or Mobile Fighter G Gundam.
When was it released?
It was 1994.
Oh,
It's
okay.
as old as I am.
Damn. Okay. Well, yeah. If you have any questions about Takopi or you want to like comment or anything, please make sure you leave it below. Subscribe to us. This will be on either one of our YouTube channels. We like doing this. It's actually a lot of fun. It's nice to converse with somebody who you know has the same mindset. Because we're just shonen heads watching other things.
Yeah. Yeah, we're gonna get back to some shonen.
Yeah. We're the romance. To be honest, I didn't dislike A Sign of Affection. It just kind of was what it was, right? Like it wasn't anything crazy. It wasn't anything out of the ordinary. This.
Maybe we should have watched A Sign of Affection after this. Just
Maybe.
to, you know, like a little palate cleanser.
Yeah, maybe we should have done it the other way around. No, but this one will just be like straight action. I'm sure there'll be like story building. You know what? Maybe it'll give us the Gurren Lagann feel again.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Yes, just this. Yeah, I'm not even gonna get into it. I was gonna say one of the catchphrases for the show. I'm like, I don't even feel like doing that right now.
All right, guys.
I'm gonna go watch The Mandalorian.
I'm gonna go watch X-Men '97 right now.
Oh shit! Yeah, that is on.
All right, that's what we're gonna go do. Thanks a lot so much for watching, guys. Peace.
See ya.